I have one more story I want to tell you. And
Okay, go for it.
I do a lot of public speaking in corporations. And this was several years ago. A woman came up to me at the end of the lecture and she said, lecture on allergies. And so she came up and she said, I'm here for my husband. My husband has terrible, terrible allergies of kind of the normal type of sneezing and coughing and watery eyes and all of that. But he had seen every specialist. He was on all these medications, and it was so severe, he couldn't leave his house. So he was working from home, and he couldn't even get in the car without her having to completely clean the car. She was completely cleaning their home every single day, any buildup of dust, and he was miserable. But he also had a very unique symptom, which that his skin was burning. And he said he felt like there was lit kerosene under his skin, which is something I've never forgotten, because how could you forget that? It's such a horrible concept. And so this burning was just intolerable for him. Yet you could look at his skin, there was nothing to see. It wasn't red, it wasn't inflamed, but he had this sensation. And if you're wondering if they started to tell him it was all in his head and put him on psychiatric medication, they absolutely did. So he was on a slew of allergy meds, he was on a slew of antidepressants, and his wife literally dragged him into the office. He has a great woman by his side. She dragged him in. He sat with his arms, on his chest, and just was like, I have no faith in you whatsoever. Despite that, we figured out, and it was amazingly simple in that he had a gluten intolerance. And gluten is a food that can be highly inflammatory. It's not only associated with allergies, it's associated with skin conditions. And this is very well known by research. And when we changed his diet, there were some other things we did as well, but the biggest thing was gluten. And this entirely resolved his problem. So often patients say, well, we just changed my diet. We didn't really do much. The impact of changing one's diet, altering nutrients that are coming in that can be inflammatory is huge. And for this gentleman, it was the absolute linchpin. And the best end of the story was that the wife didn't have to clean the house every single day. They were young. They were looking forward to starting a family, and it was a great story.